Hi, welcome to Main Street Macro. I'm Neela Richardson. Whether you started off the week enjoying your love of football during the Super Bowl or celebrating on Valentine's Day, I bet ordering takeout or having a romantic dinner at a restaurant was a big part of your plans. This week, we look at that all important restaurant sector and how its recovery is doing. Restaurants are a crucial part of the jobs recovery, and they're also an important barometer on the health of the consumer and the health of consumer spending. So here are three trends we're watching. Trend number one: restaurants are still in recovery mode. The restaurants were hit hard by the pandemic. In those early days of COVID 19, we actually saw employment take a nosedive down 50% from just a month earlier. We also saw sales and revenues drop by 10%. Restaurants have had to overcome key changes to their business operations, including reduced seating capacity, a higher demand for takeout hour orders, more need for outdoor seating, and a whole host of new safety and health protocols. The good news is that hard work is paying off. In fact, recent data from the government shows that the restaurant industry added over 100,000 jobs in January, and the broader leisure and hospitality industry has made improvements, but this sector is still down 1.8 million jobs from pre pandemic levels. The second trend that we're watching is evidence in the slowdown of the quits rate. You see, the restaurant industry is one that has always had a high rate of voluntary turnover, even before the pandemic. But during the pandemic, the rate of quits has soared to record highs. Well, the latest data shows that there is evidence that the quits rate is starting to come back down again. And a key reason for that is a bump in pay. Wages are up about $1 an hour more than they were before the pandemic. And the leisure and hospitality industry is the only industry where you make more money staying on the same job for a year or more than you do actually switching jobs. The third trend we're watching is the new challenges that the restaurant industry is facing on the horizon of 2022. Food prices have soared during the pandemic, and higher food and labor costs have meant that restaurants have had to raise their prices too. In fact, menu prices are up 6% from a year ago. That's the highest increase since 1982. Also, the Omicron variant had a big negative impact on restaurants earlier this year. That led to a shortage in workers and wait staff. It also meant reduced hours, and for some restaurants, even temporary closures. The good news is that as the Omicron variant continues to ebb and as inflation recedes later this year, restaurants are poised to continue their recovery. Two-thirds of small businesses make up the restaurant industry, and they are an important part of Main Street. In fact, one of my favorite parts. I hope these hardworking firms feel the love of a resilient economy this year. Thanks for watching the Main Street Macro. For more information on the week ahead, please go to adpri.org.